Feel free to check out my TeePublic after the video, and support me on Patreon. Watch till the end of the video for more. What up, Titan fans? It's Titan Goji, and I'm here to analyze the Warrior of Marley. Ladies and gentlemen, the Armored Titan. First appearing in Chapter 3 of the Attack on Titan manga, the Armored Titan is the power given to Marleyan warrior Reiner Braun, and is also held by Survey Corps Captain and Falcon Rebellion leader Shikishima Jaeger in the live-action films. Conceived by Hajime Isayama, the Armored Titan initially resembled other Titans in its debut chapter, possessing a moderately muscular build with armored plates. Later on in Chapter 42 and onward, the Armored Titan adopts a much more defined and desirable body type, clearly being covered in armored plating with accents of exposed muscle tissue. This Armored Titan was designed after Boris Karloff's portrayal of Frankenstein's monster from the Universal Monster Classic, as well as former mixed martial artist, now professional wrestler Brock Lesnar. We can deduce that the Armored Titan resembles its users, judging how similar the facial structure is compared to that of its wielder Reiner Braun. When time came for the live-action films, artist Koji Tejima was in charge of the design, which heavily followed that of the original manga, adopting the manga-accurate silver and red with blonde hair, as opposed to the anime-exclusive golden red with white hair, though likely due to the fact that Reiner Braun would not be the Armored Titan's user in the live-action films. The design was changed to more so resemble Shikishima, now donning longer hair, as well as now exposed teeth, and different shoulder armor. This design would also be translated into a full-body suit, as well as a CG model for several close-ups. In the anime adaptation of Attack on Titan, Reiner Braun would be voiced by Yoshimasa Hosoya, and in the live-action films, Shikishima is played by Hiroki Hasegawa, while the Armored Titan would be portrayed by stunt actor Makoto Arakawa. The Armored Titan, like all the 9 Titans, was brought into the world after the death of Emir Fritz. In the 1700 years following her death, the Armored Titan was held in the possession of one or several of the warring Eldian houses subservient to the founding Titan. After the 17th centuries, when Karl Fritz, the 145th king of the Fritz family, abandoned the conflicts of Eldia and relocated to Paradise Island, the Armored Titan was taken by the nation of Marley during the Great Titan War. In the year 843, Reiner Braun was chosen to inherit the power of the Armored Titan. He would later make use of his Titan form in a war between Marley and an enemy nation, using his Armored Titan to take out the brunt of enemy artillery fire. In the year 845, the nation of Marley sent out Reiner, Bertolt Hoover, Annie Leonhardt, and Marcel Galliard across the ocean to Paradise Island as the start of the Paradise Island operation. After arriving on the island and venturing northwards to the walls, Reiner entered Shiganshina after Bertolt destroyed the south gate with his colossal Titan. As panicked Eldians fled the city while Titans swarmed in, Reiner's Armored Titan advanced to the north gate and charged it, breaking through and breaching the northern part of Wall Maria. Reiner joined his fellow surviving warriors in entering the wall territory during the chaos, and he would not use the Armored Titan again for another 5 years. 5 years after the fall of Wall Maria, the warriors of Marley learn of Eren Yeager's unknowing possession of the Attack Titan, believing that he may also be the current inheritor of the founding Titan that they are searching for. Over a month later, Reiner reaches a breaking point and chooses to reveal his nature as the Armored Titan, as well as Bertolt's nature as the Colossal Titan to Eren, promising to leave the people of the walls alone if he returns with them to their hometown. When Eren refuses and Mikasa attacks the 2 warriors, Reiner transforms into the Armored Titan and grabs Eren. However, Eren in turn transforms into the Attack Titan and battles with Reiner. Despite improvements to his control over the Attack Titan, the Armored Titan overpowers him initially until Eren makes use of a technique that was taught to him by Annie Leonhardt some time ago, taking one of the Armored Titan's arms before retreating temporarily. Requiring more speed, Reiner begins shedding the armor behind his knees and continues his attack on Eren, but he is nonetheless overpowered by the Attack Titan again. With defeat imminent, Reiner calls for Bertolt's Colossal Titan, which falls onto the 2 Titans in an explosive burst of steam. The Armored Titan is able to withstand the intense winds and bites Eren out of the Attack Titan. Once Bertolt exits his Titan with a captive Emir, the warriors escape to a nearby Titan forest. After some conversation in the forest, the warriors start their retreat upon seeing signal flares from the Survey Corps approaching. Reiner uses his Armor Titan to carry Bertolt and their captives away, and the Survey Corps pursues them. The Armor Titan's retreat goes unhindered until Commander Erwin Smith charges the Titan head-on with a horde of pure Titans following after him. The Armor Titan attempts to fight back against the Titans, and the warriors lose Eren to the Survey Corps in a moment of vulnerability. Shortly afterward, Eren succeeds in temporarily using the Founding Titan, causing Titans to swarm after the warriors. The Armored Titan flees with Bertolt and Ymir, and they rest in the ruins of Shiganshina. Sometime later, Reiner's Armor Titan battles Zeke Yeager's Beast Titan due to having disagreements over their next course of action. The Armor Titan is soundly defeated in the brawl, and Zeke states that they will wait in Shiganshina for the arrival of the Survey Corps rather than attempting to rescue Annie Leonhardt. 3 months after the Battle of Tross, the Survey Corps arrive in Shiganshina and seal the southern breach using a new hardening ability acquired by the Attack Titan. Suspecting that the warriors may be nearby, Armin Arlert proposes a search of the wall, and Reiner is found hiding within. As he is attacked by Captain Levi Ackerman, Reiner uses one of his last resort Titan powers to transfer his brain functions to the entirety of his body, long enough for him to transform into the Armored Titan. As the Battle of Shiganshina begins, Reiner hardens his fingers to climb Walmaria in order to attack the Survey Corps' horses. However, Eren's Attack Titan appears in the city, and Reiner is left with the choice of attack. Reiner chooses to confront Eren, and the Attack Titan battles with the Armored Titan for a second time. Eren's new ability to harden the Attack Titan's skin successfully deals heavy damage to the Armored Titan, but the greatest damage is dealt from the Thunder Spears, a new explosive weapon developed by the Survey Corps in recent months. The explosives tear through the armor of Reiner's nape and destroy his brain, though his consciousness transfer once again keeps him alive. The Armor Titan calls for Plan B, the Colossal Titan, and shortly thereafter, Bertolt arrives at Reiner's side, telling him to lie down on his back for the time being. A short while later, Reiner fully heals his brain, and the Armor Titan returns to the fight. The Survey Corps attacks Reiner with the Thunder Spears again, incapacitating it and successfully bursting Reiner from the nape of the Armor Titan. Reiner is interrogated afterward, but before he can be killed, he is rescued by Zeke and Peakfinger's Cart Titan, who brings him atop of Walmaria. The warriors would return to Marley afterward, abandoning Annie and Bertolt. 4 years later, Reiner is present at the Battle of Fort Slava, at the climax of the Marley Mideast War, waiting on standby in an airship due to the presence of anti-Titan artillery on the ground below. Once the ground infantry succeed in destroying the armored train carrying the artillery around the fortress, Reiner eventually joins the combat as the Armored Titan, after a Titan airstrike sent down with the power of Zeke's Beast Titan. Alongside Porco Galliard's Jaw Titan, the Armored Titan decimates the anti-Titan artillery setup on the walls of the fortress. When the coast is clear, Reiner's Titan signals for the beast to join the battle, where it throws spare artillery at the Mideast Allied Forces Navy. However, when the ships begin to open fire on the Beast Titan, Reiner uses his Armored Titan as a shield for Zeke, receiving devastating damage in the process. 1 month later, during Willy Tyburn's speech in Liberio, Falco Grice takes Reiner to a basement behind the stage where he meets Eren Yeager for the first time in 4 years. After Eren sets aside their differences and clarifies that Reiner is not his true enemy, he takes Reiner's hand and begins to transform. In a state of panic, Reiner bites his hand to transform and protect Falco. Reiner is unconscious following the attack and his injuries do not regenerate. Falco suspects this due to Reiner having lost the will to live. As the Survey Corps and warriors battle in Liberio, Falco and Gabby Brown cry out for Reiner to save Galliard's Jaw Titan, which is about to be eaten by Eren's Attack Titan. Reiner reluctantly wakes up and transforms into an incomplete Armored Titan, which is missing much of its namesake armor. The Armored Titan manages to free the Jaw Titan, but is unable to stand again after the Attack Titan punches it across the plaza. The Armored Titan returns to Shiganshina as part of Marley's retaliatory strike against Paradise Island. Having transformed in mid-air to fight Eren's Titan, the two Titans are quick to clash once again. The Armored Titan is aggressive in its attack, though is somewhat overpowered by Eren's hardened punches. Soon, the Jaw Titan comes to assist Reiner and is helped from afar by the Cart Titan's projectiles. The tide of battle has turned. The three warriors force Eren to overexert himself by using the Warhammer Titan's construction powers to keep the Jaw and Armored Titans at bay. Eventually, the Armored Titan uses a hardened spike it had been impaled with to skewer the attack Titan before attempting to devour Eren. However, Reiner is stopped as Eren manages to get a hold of his Titan's head and hold him off. As the two begin a struggle, the Armored Titan is knocked off his adversary by a projectile thrown by the Beast Titan. After recovering, the Armored Titan resumes fighting Eren and attempts to rouse Galliard within the mangled Jaw Titan. Soon after, Zeke lets out a scream and transforms all the affected Eldians into pure Titans. Immediately, the Armored Titan is set upon the newly transformed Falco Grice. Caught by surprise, the Armored Titan struggles to control both the Attack Titan and Falco. After the Beast Titan is shot by General Magath a second time, Reiner believes that Zeke is finally dead and as such loosens the armor around the nape of the Armored Titan. However, the transformed Falco ceases in biting the nape and instead targets a nearby Galliard, who is unable to sufficiently heal his wounds. The Armored Titan soon finds itself trapped in the hardened shell of the Attack Titan. Breaking free, it tries to crush Eren, but his hand gets struck and blown apart by a Thunder Spear. Following the start of the rumbling, the Armored Titan reaches Gabby and shields her from the falling debris. The Titan's armor also crumbles away, however, forcing Reiner to abandon his Titan form. After Reiner regains consciousness, he joins the combined group of the Survey Corps and warriors who go down to the harbor to attack the Aegirists and take the flying boat. After their initial plan fails, Reiner and Annie Leonhardt transform into their Titan forms and engage the incoming enemies. Both Titans saw initial success as they repelled the Aegirists' attack from the Thunder Spears and gunshots from anti-personal vertical maneuvering equipment. However, when the Azumabito engineers enter the battlefield trying to make it to the boat, Reiner is forced to use his Titan's body to protect them, leading to his nape being exposed after various Thunder Spears are fired. Later, when the female Titan is in trouble, the Armored Titan uses his face to block them and takes the impact, causing his facial armor to be destroyed by the rest of his face, and his arms being destroyed. Just before he is finished off, Connie Springer kills the incoming Jaegerists, which then allowed Beak's Cart Titan and Falco's Jaw Titan to dismember the enemies. After arriving to Fort Salta, Reiner jumps out of the flying boat and transforms mid-air into the Armored Titan to engage the Beast Titan that is throwing projectiles towards the flying boat. The Armored Titan successfully puts a stop to the Beast Titan and engages it through hand-to-hand combat. The Titan forms of previous inheritors begin to spawn from the back of the founding Titan, and the Armored Titan eventually gets overwhelmed. Reiner notices with surprise when several Titans begin fighting the others. When Jean is able to detonate the explosives located at the neck of the founding Titan, the Armored Titan lunges toward the creature emerging from the neck and tackles it to the ground, trying to prevent it from reconnecting with the severed head. Having withstood the colossal Titan explosion that destroyed the remains of the founding Titan, Reiner heads towards the creature, which also survived the blast. The anomaly then emits a gas, transforming all nearby Eldians into pure Titans. Reiner is nearly overwhelmed before the power of the Titans vanishes, transforming all the Eldians back into people. In the 23rd century, Dr. Grisha Jaeger recreated the Jaeger serum and experimented on his sons, Eren and Haku, giving them the ability to transform into Titans. After transforming into a Titan for the first time, Eren Jaeger is interrogated by the military police in Omotomachi. But before they could execute him, a strange Titan with armored plating crashes into the premises and kills the military police officers in the vicinity, as well as several Survey Corps scouts before taking Eren away, leaving the area. After revealing the secret of the Titans and exposing government secrets to Eren, Shikishima convinces him to join his rebellion, the Falcons, to overthrow their oppressive rule. It isn't until later when Shikishima reveals that his plan involves destroying the interior wall so that Titans could wipe out the government districts within Wall Okuno. Eren opposes Shikishima, as that would be putting the lives of many humans at risk. Shortly after, Eren and Shikishima fight in hand-to-hand combat, with Shikishima gaining the upper hand before being interrupted by their Survey Corps, Armin threatening to use the bomb they dug up to kill them all, including the Falcons. Shikishima calls Armin on his bluff when Sanagi uses his ODM gear to pull down a destroyed bell tower, succeeding, as the explosives the Falcons have retrieved are then detonated, killing them and Sanagi in the process, while the Survey Corps flee. Shikishima reveals that he was aboard the Survey Corps' transport vehicle, and transforms into the Armored Titan. After transforming, Shikishima kills 2 of 3 nearby Titans, being the homeless Titan and his friend, hi Glenn if you're watching, before engaging with the Survey Corps, who managed to blind him and cut his seams. Thankfully, Shikishima was able to regenerate quick enough to prevent Jean from attacking his nape, but ends up slamming Eren into a nearby building after he kicks Jean away to save him. Shikishima approaches their bomb, only to be interrupted by Eren, who transforms into the attack titan. The two titans duke it out, with Shikishima gaining the upper hand once more. Shikishima knocks the attack titan into the ground, and in a quick reaction, Eren grabs a nearby helicopter blade and immediately swings it at Shikishima's torso, slicing the armored titan's body in half. Before Eren could execute his finisher, Shikishima catches him by the leg, which Eren uses to propel himself upward, and perform the same flying knee attack he performed on Jean, causing heavy damage to the titan's face, while also knocking Shikishima into a building, where he would allow his wounds to heal. Shikishima later appears on Wall Sotono as Mikasa tries to repair the time bomb the Survey Corps have planted. He tells her that her efforts would be useless, as the government will keep destroying and rebuilding the walls in an endless cycle of violence and control. After then being confronted by Mikasa, Shikishima uses his Armor Titan form to use the bomb and climb up Wall Sotono. During this, Eren is close to meeting his demise at the hands of Kubal in his Colossal Titan form, who would drop the young scout at the sight of Shikishima, who then shoves the bomb into the Colossal Titan's mouth, causing it to detonate, killing them both, and sealing Wall Sotono, after Shikishima tells Eren to live a future of his own making. Hey.
Who the hell was that?
Are you tired of those plain old t-shirts?
Yes. Oh, wow!
Introducing the official Toku Titancast t-shirt on TeePublic. Now available in Eco t-shirt. Why pollute the world when you can wear a t-shirt made out of recycled and organic material?
Wow, it's made out of plastic bags and it feels comfortable.
And it's even knife-proof. But that's not all. We have a multitude of designs ranging from all your favorite Japanese franchises like Godzilla, Kamen Rider, Gundam, Attack on Titan, and Garo. Feel free to check out the official Titan Goji TeePublic after the video. Link is in the description. The Armor Titan is strong enough to destroy the gates of Wall Maria, as seen during the assault on Shiganshina. This applies to all Titans, but after dealing heavy damage, the Armor Titan is capable of healing its wounds at a rapid rate. Easily the Armor Titan's most defining feature, the Titan is covered in a thick layer of armored plating, which makes killing it a serious challenge. It can also remove its armored plating at will, as seen during its first fight against Eren's Attack Titan. While the Armor Titan later gains a hardening ability reminiscent to that of the female Titan, I'll talk more about that when I get to her. Despite the Armored Titan's defining feature being its armored plating, its eyes and seams are still exposed, meaning it's possible to briefly take it down, especially when it removes its own armored plating. And as the story of the manga progresses, anti-Titan military weapons are developed, which do end up becoming effective, as they are able to penetrate the Titan's armored plating. Like all the other Titans in the live-action films, the Armor Titan was originally meant to be fully computer-generated. It was decided against due to time and budgetary constraints, as special effects director Katsuro Inoue felt going in the tokusatsu route would have been much more effective. Like Mikasa, Shikishima was also named after an Imperial Japanese warship, and was even deployed at the same time as Mikasa during the Russo-Japanese War. In the novelization of the live-action films, Attack on Titan: End of the World, it's revealed that Shikishima's real name is Haku. Haku in Japanese means to put on, in reference to show Shikishima was a persona that he had put on to infiltrate the military and find Eren. Speaking of which, Zeke Yeager in the manga is very much inspired by Shikishima. Both are Titan shifters related by blood and want to reunite with Eren as a means to restore the world to what is their definition of its former glory. On top of having a very similar backstory, and are both referred to as the strongest Titan at some point in the respective stories. Much like Kubal, Shikishima is also an amalgamation of different characters from the manga, We already touched on Zeke, but Shikishima is a Survey Corps captain and has a very similar skill set as Levi Ackerman, and much like Reiner Brown, is the user of the Armored Titan. Speaking of Levi, voice actor Jason Liebert actually auditioned to voice the character in the anime's English dub, but lost it to Matthew Mercer. Liebert would then voice Shikishima in the English dubs of the live-action films, and funny enough, would become the English voice actor for Zeke.
It's actually quite funny!
Additionally, .Pix's English voice actor, Bruce R. Elliott, would voice Kubal. Shikishima is actually bisexual. In the summer 2015 issue of Cinema SP, he is confirmed to be wearing eyeliner, and according to Attack on Titan editor Shintaro Kawakubo, Hiroki Hasegawa said that it would be so interesting to follow someone like him, and with that in mind, the character's persona resulted from this thought. I think he will be liked by both men and women. Also, the color palette from inside the Armored Titan's nape might be giving us a clue. In that same interview, producer Yoshihiro Sato compares Shikishima to that of South American revolutionary leader Che Guevara. Not only that, but special effects director Katsuro Inoue confirms that Shikishima's character was based on that of Hachiro Kiyokawa, who rebelled and infiltrated the Tokugawa shogunate after the Sakurada Gate incident. Another piece of input from Hiroki Hasegawa that made it into Shikishima in the final films was giving him facial hair. And despite being partially responsible for Shikishima's creation, Hiroki Hasegawa has actually never read or watched Attack on Titan prior to playing the character in the live-action films. In an earlier draft of the live-action films, Shikishima was originally going to kill Sanagi in a manner that was very reminiscent of how Annie Leonhardt kills El Jin in the manga. In the final draft of the live-action films, there was a piece of dialogue that was originally going to foreshadow and allude to Shikishima being the Armored Titan, though I personally believe it was replaced due to its rather incestuous undertones. That's all I have for the Armored Titan. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, then definitely consider supporting me on Patreon, where for a single $1, you can get access to my Discord server. Other than that, you can also get early access to videos, exclusive content, commissioned video requests, and receive a t-shirt of your choice from my TeePublic, like this Attack on Titan gym shirt. Also want to give a special shout out to John Devine for becoming a new patron. Once I reach enough patrons, I'll do a video covering several unmade Godzilla films, so if that's something you'd like to see, then go support me on Patreon. And go ahead and check out my other videos about Attack on Titan. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and this is Titan Goji, signing off.